Hey guys, Nikhil here from Home Banao. In this video, I'll do a detailed review of the Chromecast. It's a full HD model. Here's the Chromecast, here's the remote, and it basically has a simple USB power. You get a cable in the box which you can plug in, and then this HDMI goes into a HDMI port of your TV. So why would you go for a Chromecast device, and why am I using this on my smart TV over directly using the Android on smart TV? You see, when I want to watch TV these days, I want to have a very relaxed experience. I want to sit down, pick a nice movie and just get going. I don't want to think about software. I don't want to think about updates. I don't want my TV to hang on me. And that's the main reason why I decided to go with this. The smart TV experience on most televisions these days, on OnePlus, on Samsung, on MI, whatever you buy, is pathetic. Most of them use the lowest possible cost chip which supports Android TV, and they do barely any software optimization. And overall, when you try to use smart TV Android, it just doesn't work smoothly. I have gone into so many times when I wanted to watch a movie, but it's gone into an update cycle, or it started hanging, or it's been 10-15 minutes and I didn't have the patience to watch anymore, and I just stopped watching the TV and went back to my phone or just went to sleep. You want an experience where you don't really think about the platform and you don't really think about the software. You just click on content, play, and you enjoy the movie or whatever you have in mind. So that was the main reason I started looking at options. This was one of the options, and the other one was the Fire TV Max. I've not bought that device, and I'll tell you why I decided to go with this device a little bit later in the video. The main reason was the Android TV on a typical smart TV absolutely sucks. I mean, anyone who's telling you otherwise probably doesn't consume a lot of content because I do. And I can tell you, most of these smart TVs have pathetic Android experiences. It's outdated, very slow, very slow, like the lowest possible cost chip. I was just frustrated. So let me show you why this has such a nice experience when you compare with a traditional smart TV. Let me plug it in and I'll take you through it. So let me give you a quick overview of the remote. Very simple remote. You have a D-pad here, a center button to select, back button here, Google Assistant, home, mute, YouTube, Netflix, the power on and power off button, and it supports HDMI CEC. What that means is when you power this off, it will power off your TV as well, your TV or your projector, whatever you use. And then finally you have an input source device. So if you select this, it will go into the input view and you can change the input. Very quick view of this. Let's look at the interface, and I'll start showing you why I prefer this so much more than the Android TV interface which I get from my smart TV. So if you look at this, again, looks like any other smart TV. However, it is pure stock Android TV. This is as Google intended it. And then the first thing I want you to notice, is how quick the interface is. So what do I mean by this? I mean, I'm just pressing and you look at the reaction time, it is just instantaneous. And I urge you to do this on your Android smart TV. I can guarantee it that your Android smart TV, once you press, it takes few seconds to move the icons. All right, the interface is super smooth, super quick. You look at how I'm going through the whole thing, and it just flicks through the whole interface, and that itself is such a better experience when you compare to your traditional TV. Second, the remote feels so much more robust compared to a typical Android TV that you'll feel like holding and using it. And the other part is something you use a lot with Android TV is the Google Assistant. And on a typical smart TV remote, the Google Assistant, you press the button and the time it takes to actually start capturing is it's a lot longer, and you don't even know if your input is recorded. But here, as you can see, it is instantaneous, it's recording, it is gonna search something when I stop. I stop pressing it and it's searching. I mean, of course, let's do a quick search for, I want you to pay attention to the voice and the speed at which it comes here. Show me movies by Amitabh Bachchan. It's so fast. It's absolutely so fast that you want to use it. And what I also liked is, normally when you use Android TV, say you have a recommended thing. So this Arakshan is a movie which has been recommended and it's a Jio Cinema movie, or let's look at Chini Kam. So the interface it's so much more clearer that below the movie name you have which platform and the Rotten Tomato ratings. And when I play it on a normal Android TV, whenever I've clicked on it, right? So it shows you on which platform you can watch it. It gives you some more information. This is Google's card and it has a lot of information. It gives you which platform, and when I click on play here, normally, right, when in my Android TV, when I've tried this, it doesn't open into the movie. Right? It always opens the app and then I have to go and search there again. In this case, I think they've just integrated it better, or the software is more optimized. It's a feature which Android TV has by default. I'm stopping this. But every time when I get a movie recommendation here, or I search for something like comedy movies of 2020, me finding the movie and then clicking on that movie, opening the app, always opens that movie and it starts playing. And it's a very small thing, but it gets very frustrating on a day-to-day basis when you have to keep searching and finding your apps, your movie, etc. The second part is every time in an app, so say you're not using the Google Assistant to find your movies, you're actually going to an app and searching. So if I open YouTube, for example, and let me make a search. So in most Android TV apps, whenever you try to make a search, you'll have an option to use the mic. And in every single Android TV I've used in the past with the inbuilt mic and the inbuilt app, the mic never works. Here, it'll ask you first time that allow while using the app, and once you allow it, the mic always works. And it always is very fast and very quick to respond. So again, I'll just click on it and I'll start talking. So let me clear everything. I'll click on the mic and I'll start talking. MKBHD Audio Technica review. And it's instantaneous. You will not feel any lag. It just opens up. The search is so much faster. And then again, I'm clicking through the whole thing. It just goes so quick. This experience itself is enough to use Android TV, but there's more. One common thing which I do in my Android TV at my home is I cast my device, either my laptop or my phone, onto the Android TV. And why I'm telling you this is, let me share my screen on my phone and let's start with something simple. So I've opened the Photos app on my phone and let me just open my pictures. And then I say I want to just very quickly cast it to the TV. In most Android TVs, when you try to cast it, it works, it doesn't work, it'll ask you to connect to the same Wi-Fi, it'll ask you to do a lot of other circuits like that. In this case, I'll just connect to the same Wi-Fi we are at. So I'm in the Android Photos app and I want to share my photos with someone. In most Android TVs, they say they support the cast feature, and they do. However, in this, I'll just show you the speed at which I'll press the Nikhil Bedroom TV, that's the name of this particular TV, how quickly it starts casting. And that's it, it started. Like, it's that quick. It's so instantaneous. Just for these simple features, you'll feel like, okay, it's actually worth it. And here's just some random pictures of mine at lunch. But you get the idea, and I'm scrolling through it and you can see there's little to no lag. And this lag-free experience is the main reason why, if you value that experience, that there's not going to be any lag, there's not going to be any issues which you will face, that's when you will really understand and appreciate the value of having a dedicated Android device made by Google. This is made by Google, supported by Google. It gets software updates instantly. The apps are always up to date. And these simple things, as you use on a day-to-day basis, will add on and you'll enjoy using this a lot more. To a point where now, I don't think last I remember when I used the native Android TV of my smart TV. I've always been using this, and because it supports HDMI CC, right? The power on and power off right here, it becomes so much more easier to recommend this to anyone. And I urge you to buy it if you want a great experience. Adding a 4,500 rupee purchase is a bit pricey. You have 2,000 rupee ones from Realme and Xiaomi. None of them come close to this in terms of speed, the overall software experience, and the way it just works always without throwing up any random issues. Hope you liked this video. Hope you saw the speed and why I prefer to use this over the smart TV. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section below. And if you want us to look at any other device, please let us know in the comments. We'll definitely have a look at it. See you all in our next video.